Hey guys, it's December 1st, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about getting started early. Okay, so I believe it was 2011. I started working out at a gym. I believe it was the last week of November. I started working out at a small locally owned gym, and I knew that I wanted to lose weight because I was probably about 60 pounds heavier than I am now in my late 20s, and I knew I was going to be 30 at some point, and I wanted to hit that milestone, and I wanted to make sure that I was in much better shape when I did hit that milestone. And luckily I did that. I got in the best shape of my life when I was about 30, 31 years old. So the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because, it's December 1st, and I think it's okay to get started early. There's so many people out there that are going to be saying, well, it's December, I just got to get through the holidays, and then I'll go to the gym first thing January, first week, first day, whatever it may be, and then I'll get signed up and I'll get started and I'll start my weight loss journey. And I think that's dangerous thinking for a couple of reasons. Number one being, it's always going to be easy to put things off until the more opportune time or the perfect time, and there is no such thing as the perfect time. The first of the year is an arbitrary time to start anything, whether it be weight loss or just pursuing any type of a goal. And that's not me being condescending, that's just the sort of romanticized nature of how we predict when we're going to be ready to do things. So you might be saying, well, after this pay period, I'm going to start saving money, or after this next month of busyness within my life, I'm going to pursue finding the person of my dreams. Why are you waiting for this perfect time? There is no such thing as the perfect time. A Monday on January 1st or a Monday on December 22nd is just as good as any. The 22nd of December, you're probably going to be off work because it's a few days before the holidays. Why not get started with a workout routine that particular day? Why not get started as soon as you possibly can? Why are you waiting? It doesn't make any sense to wait. If anything, all you're doing is basically preparing yourself to get discouraged or forget about the motivated feeling that you had, which is now. And when the time does come, you're either going to forget about it or you're not going to feel like it. So you're sort of setting yourself up for failure in that regard. Why are you waiting? Why are you putting it off? So the other reason I think it's a bad idea is because it sort of perpetuates the idea that you're never going to be truly ready to get started, okay? Sometimes we just have to jump and figure it out on the way down. And that's a scary thing for a lot of people. It's a scary thing for me. There's been several times in my life where I wanted to do something and I literally had to just jump, almost without a parachute. You got to build it on the way down. And that was what I did when I started working out at the end of November. I think it was right after Thanksgiving, and that's sort of a discouraging time for a lot of people who want to lose weight because they've just experienced a holiday that's centered around food, and maybe, it's a week after Thanksgiving and you're still carrying extra water weight from all the carbohydrates that you consumed on Thanksgiving. That's a bit of a discouraging time. If you're waiting for a perfect time, you're perpetuating this idea that you're never truly going to be ready. And you're also telling your subconscious that you're never going to be ready, or that by the time you do become ready, it's going to be something born of such pain and such desperation. Why not get ahead of it? Why not do things when you're not ready? Do things when you're not fully prepared. Do things when it doesn't necessarily fit into this perfect mold of the idea of what you think it should be, and get a total head of it. Just completely take yourself by surprise, and you'd be amazed when you do this what you'll discover about yourself and what you'll find that you're made of. You'll prove something to yourself. You'll feel a sense of accomplishment like you've never felt because you did the hard thing. You did the thing that was really, really difficult, and you didn't wait. You just jumped headfirst and did it. And I don't necessarily think you should take uncalculated risks. I think you should always, weigh things, but what's the worst that could happen if you decide you want to start working out 5 weeks ahead of time? What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? If anything, you've just got to jump on every single other person around you. You have done something that's truly punk rock, and you've stepped outside of your comfort zone, and you've basically gotten a 5 week head start. And not just a 5 week head start in comparison to everybody else, but a 5 week head start in comparison to what you would have done, where you would have started. I would really recommend that you just start as soon as possible. If you're trying to lose weight, there is no time like the present. You are not setting yourself up for success if you wait 5 additional weeks just because it's some arbitrary time of the year. And that's when everybody does it. That's setting yourself up for failure. At that point, you're just being lumped in with a gigantic group that's going to be basically a statistic of people who work out for a couple weeks and then quit. If you have momentum by that point, that first week in January, you're giving yourself a 5.5 week head start. So that's like if you're running a race and you're starting a full lap in to the race, you're probably going to win in comparison to everybody else. You're probably going to win that race. But if you start with the 10 or 12 other people on the same starting line, the same date, the same statistic, you're probably not going to win that race, or your odds are not in your favor at that point. So start today, or if you can't start today, start it as soon as possible. And it could be something as simple as you literally just going for a walk tonight after work. You don't have to do anything crazy your first workout. You could just get started by moving a little bit more, or tracking your steps, or tracking your food this week and seeing what it is. Or, just self-discovery. You could write down how you feel about all this and try to find some deep-seated beliefs that are preventing you from starting. Because there probably are some, like the belief that it's going to be difficult, that's going to be hard. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult. You're not going to want to do it every single day, but that's okay. That's part of it. That's something you should just know and expect. And if you start as soon as possible, you're going to gain that momentum. You're going to develop a little bit of a competence. You're going to feel a little bit more confident. And then when that first week of January hits, you're already going to be light years ahead of everybody else, and you're going to feel comfortable doing it. And then you're going to be in great shape by March instead of, 3 years from now, when you finally do decide that, okay, I'm just going to start. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to wait until an arbitrary time. I'm just going to do it now. Then you'll have massive success. Okay? So, December 1st, January 1st, there is no difference. Just get started as soon as you possibly can, as soon as it's possible. And then let me know how it worked out for you, okay? And if you have any questions, or you're having trouble getting started, you're trying to figure out some sort of a game plan, then shoot me a message and I'll help you get started. That's really my only motivation here. I just want to help people get started, because it will completely change your life the second you gain a little bit of momentum. The second you start seeing a little bit of progress, that's going to be a force multiplier, and you're going to be full steam ahead. Okay? Thanks, guys. Until next time.